Perfect. Welcome to this new video. In this one I will show you the hiding shellcode in PNG images technique, okay? This technique is from our malware technique database where we have a lot of techniques, and each week we release a new one, okay? So, perfect. Basically, this technique description, it's hiding shellcode in PNG is a technique where malicious code is embedded inside an image file, typically a PNG. The file still looks and opens like a normal picture, but hidden data is stored in unused parts of the file, such as metadata, color channels, or appended data. Okay. Typical mitigations for this technique are analysis of LSVs or file size anomalies. Okay, and these are the steps. We start reading the PNG header. Okay, we copy the first 8 bytes unchanged to keep the file valid. Then we iterate over the image bytes, and for each byte we take its least significant byte, the LSV. Okay. After this, we hide the payload, that we replace that LSV byte with the next bit from the payload. Okay. Then we just write our modified bytes to produce a new PNG file. For example, in this case, stego.png. Finally, we read the bytes again, collect each LSV, and reconstruct the hidden payload. Okay, this technique it's taken from this blog from Cocomelong that you can easily find in internet in their vlog. Okay, it's a recommended vlog. Their content is so good, and I recommend it in all the aspects. Okay. So basically, in the code, we have the following things. We start declaring the shellcode. In this case, this is a calculator shellcode. When this shellcode is executed, a calculator application from Windows is executed. But in this case, it's commented, and we are showing with this one that it's a vending alleged shellcode. Okay. So then we have the hide payload in PNG image, where we are doing these steps. We are iterating over the image bytes, and for each byte of the image, we will use the last bit, the LSB of the current byte, to hide the next bit of the payload. Okay. So at the end, we have an image where if we iterate each byte, we can extract the shellcode bits in the last bit of each image byte. Okay. It's a little bit confusing, but it's so useful. Okay. So basically, this is the function to hide the payload in a PNG. This is the function to extract the payload from the PNG. And basically, we are receiving input PNG where we store our payload. Then we have the output PNG where we are capturing the shellcode hidden inside this PNG. Okay. Here you need to understand that in a normal flow, this will be in separated exes, in separated codes. Okay, you will have in your attacker machine the code to hide the payload, and then in the victim machine you just need the output machine and the function to extract the payload from the PNG. Okay, in this case we are just showing it all in one. Okay, so let's jump to it. So perfect. Here we are in the virtual machine with the Visual Studio 2026. And basically, this is the same code. In this case, we have commented the dummy shellcode, and we have commented the shellcode, the calculator shellcode. Basically, this is important. You need to turn off your antivirus, at least in the step of hide your shellcode. Okay, and then we will just execute it, and let's check all the steps. Okay, so let's start it. It's building the program. Let's wait a second. Threats found. Okay, it's detected by the antivirus. Don't worry. And here we are in the hide payload in PNG. Okay, so if all was good and we pass this function, we will receive. In this case, it's debug. In somewhere needs to be the stego image. This is the image where our shellcode is inside it. Okay. So basically, if we continue and we extract the payload from the PNG, now it's stopped by the Windows Defender. Give me a second. It stopped all the defenses. So I'm not understanding. Let's allow this in the computer. init actions, perfect. Now we try to execute another time, and here we have the hide payload in PNG. Now we have the payload inside this stego.png image, okay? It's the same image. And then when we extract the payload, we receive the extracted payload, that is this one from here. And we show it in console. Just jump this step. Here you have the shellcode decrypted. That's the same one from here, okay? FC48, XC48, and all of this. And basically, if we reach this step of the code, a calculator will be executed when we reach this enum desktop. So we pass this, and a calculator is executed, okay? So basically, this technique allows you to inject your shellcode inside an image and then extract the shellcode of the image and execute it in the computer machine, or do whatever you want with your shellcode, okay? So basically, that's all for this technique, and I hope that you like it, and we will see you in the next one.